What is up, all my Halloween Horror Nights fans? Welcome to another amazing video inside the media cabinet. Got a little bit of a little Halloween Horror Nights catch up tonight due to the fact that I've been just a little bit lazy with doing some of my announcement videos. The last announcement video that I did was talking about the ticket options that were released for Horror Nights in Orlando, and we also talked about Evil Dead Burn being announced for Orlando and Hollywood, and also talked about um I can't remember. Mel's dying zombies and uh Club Dead making its grand return. So I want to talk about three things tonight. I gotta talk about the Red Coconut Club Halloween takeover for this year and the theme, and then I gotta talk about the final two Scarezone announcements. One I'm really happy for. The other one I'm also really happy for, even though it's getting a lot of backlash right now, which I think is completely unnecessary. So, first we're going to talk about what is taking over, or shall I say, invading the Dead Coconut Club this year, and that's going to be Dead Coconut Club Harvest. It looks like little Boo has a alien pumpkin relative. If anyone wants to come up with a name for him, I would love to see someone come up with a name for that alien pumpkin in the Horror Nights community. I went into Dead Coconut Club once, honestly. I didn't buy a drink, I just went in there to enjoy the vibes, and then me and my dad went back to our hotel, and that was about it. It's a fun little place to go after, you're done getting the Pahookie scared out of you at Horror Nights. Or if you leave early and just want to go over, get a nice drink, listen to some great music, all that jazz. So I think this is gonna be a fun theme for it this year. Next we're gonna dive into those last two scare zones. So this scare zone, I don't think, unless the people that really knew, I don't think a lot of people saw this happening, nor do I think people wanted this to happen. And there are people that are really, really getting, for a light of word, really getting pissed about how this year is shaping to be. And for some people, this being announced was the cherry on top. I think what started it was that some people are really feeling like this year, and I've said this before, and I really wish I didn't have to say this. Some people are really feeling like for anniversary year, this is going to be a terrible year. They're looking at the houses, they don't really find them being scary. They're looking at the scare zones, they're finding them to be the best thing for this year. But with this scare zone, people are like, are you really trying to have teenagers and kids take over a must be 13 years of age event and it's basically it's Fortnitemares. By the way, I love this artwork that they came up with. So first of all, what I want to talk about is that the fact that Horror Nights, and they've never done this till the main event started. I have never seen Halloween Horror Nights make merchandise for the drop of a scare zone. Whether it was an original idea or it was an IP, I've never seen anybody do that. So the fact that they made some really cool merchandise and they dropped it when this was announced, I found that to be really cool. So they are literally making the battle bus. Um, and a lot of people are getting this scare zone confused. They're thinking, oh, there have been horror properties or icons that have been featured in the game. Art the Clown, um, Jason Voorhees, Ghostface, Michael Myers, just to name a few. So people are like, oh, we're going to see some of the iconic horror characters that we know and love be represented in this zone. Unfortunately, that is not the case. This is basically the partnership of Universal with Epic Games, and they're going to be showcasing Fortnite characters in their Halloween attires. So, I'm really excited about it. I think it's going to be really fun. I'm probably not going to emote with people, but if I see somebody doing a dance or hitting the gritty, I'll try and do it. I don't care. So, I think that's going to be super fun. And I think it's going to be a fantastic zone. I can't wait to see everything that they put in it. But we got an announcement today. Not a house. No more shows. Hell, we didn't even get food announcements yet. We got our final Scare Zone announcement. I've been seeing some pictures of the props that are being put into the New York zone, and we got a little bit of a teaser of who's going to be part of the Scare Zone. And it's sounding really good. If you follow Michael Ayalo on Twitter, you can see everything that he's wrote about this and about how this concept has been bouncing around and everything. And it's finally coming to fruition. And there's a chance that you'll see some familiar faces of this category walking around. I am really, really excited. When I saw this, I had the biggest smile on my face. I cannot wait to step into the streets of downtown Clown Town, featuring Killer Clowns from Outer Space and the return of Art the Clown. What's getting me really excited about this Scare Zone is the fact that Art the Clown is going to be part of this Scare Zone. As I have explained, I didn't get to experience Halloween Horror Nights last year. I had just gotten back from the Disney College program. I unfortunately did not have a job or income to save up to buy a ticket and go down and experience last year's event, even though last year was amazing. Thank you, Five Nights at Freddy's, Terrifier, Jason Universe. So I am very excited to be able to interact with Art the Clown. I want to talk to him. I want to see all the amazing stuff that he pulls out of his bag, and I cannot wait to see how he reacts or interacts with Killer Clowns from Outer Space. So with that being said, we have our Scare Zones for this year, our street experiences, including the return of, I think it is rumor. I don't know if it was if it was confirmed, but they're saying that the Chainsaw Drill Team is supposed to be making a comeback. So, but to wrap up this video, I thought I would go ahead and give you guys my hype list for this year's Scare Zones. I have to say, there's no wrong ranking with how I feel about this year's Scare Zones. Honestly, I don't really have a ranking of how hyped I am. Fortnite Mares, unfortunately, I am gonna put at the bottom. Not that I'm not excited. I am excited to experience it, but I've never really dived into the world of Fortnite. I tried playing it once. I was absolutely confused. I felt like there was no objective, and I stopped playing. Um, Number one, two, and three is definitely Infernal Carnival of Nightmares, then Sideshow of the K, and then Downtown Clowntown. Um, and I explained in all my videos recently with the Scare Zones and the announcement videos about how I'm excited for them. And I am seeing on Twitter pictures of, the props. And that's what I miss about being down in Florida, being able to actually walk around Universal during this time of year when they're putting out the props for the Scare Zones, being actually able to see them in my own eyes and not just when the event is going on. So, but I really think we have some really fun Scare Zones this year. And there was an event in Dublin that was happening this week where a whole bunch of concept art and sneak peeks at stuff with Halloween Horror Nights was going on. You could see it on Twitter and Instagram. If you follow anybody that is a part of the Halloween Horror Nights community, they've been reposting and everything. And we kind of have a sneak peek of what not the archway, but like the entrance of the Infernal Carnival of Nightmares is going to be. And Laura Saul, on Instagram via Adam Hatton, basically she said that with like the Sideshow of the K, this is all about Sydney Kane, telling about her traits, what she is known for, and how chaotic she can be. And she's going to have help with opening this portal, not only bringing, some of with the carnival, but some of the greatest names and faces of Halloween Horror Nights past. This is kind of considered like the anniversary Scare Zone, and Sydney Kane has full reign and is in control. And then, so we might see the Storyteller. Who knows? We might see Caretaker too. Are they going to be in new designs, or are they going to stay the way that we know them as? And then also, at the entrance of the Infernal Carnival of Nightmares, there's got to be someone taking tickets, and the best person for the job is the caretaker. No, not the caretaker, the usher. So, I think, and a lot of people are right on Twitter and on social media, that this is probably going to be the year of Scare Zones, even though last year had that really cool observatory theme. But this year, I feel like it's being really cool with carrying the story of the carnival. So, with all that being said, guys, as always, I'm going to go ahead and drop the links for Orlando and Hollywood so you can go ahead and purchase your tickets. All tickets are on sale now for Halloween Horror Nights Orlando at the time of recording this video. So make sure you guys pick the ticket that speaks out to you, and make sure when you purchase your ticket that you click on the date that you want to start your Horror Nights adventure. So with all that being said, guys, thank you for checking out another amazing Halloween Horror Nights video here inside the media cabinet. And as I've been saying all season leading up to the event this year, we will see you inside the fog. Bye for now.